guys, it's Jen. I wanted to do a quick video to talk about masking fluid and a couple different fluids that I've tried. If anyone is unfamiliar with what masking fluid is, it is like a little latex. I'm not sure if it's actually made out of latex, but it's like a rubberized fluid that you can put down on paper. It hardens, and then you can watercolor over it or put different mediums over it, and it acts as a resist, and then it peels off. So for example, I had hand drawn these roses, watercolored over them, and then you just peel the little rubberized solution right off. So, but what I wanted to talk about were the couple different ones that I tried. This is called the Misket, and it's actually called Liquid Frisket. And so this is the first one I had. It separates, so you know, you have to mix it up. And the first time I did that by shaking, which really causes a ton of air bubbles and then makes it difficult to use. So you really need to use something to kind of gently stir it to get it mixed together. And then you can either use a paintbrush, which I don't recommend because it hardens pretty quickly and you're really pretty much going to destroy whatever you put in there. But I will show you, I picked up a set of Martha Stewart. Let me just grab them here. Here's 3 of them. There's a 4th one. But these were in the Martha Stewart section, I believe, on clearance. And they all have kind of different ends to them. And so I can stick this in there and then either write or draw with it. And they work really well. And then you can take, because they're plastic, you can take the rubberized masking fluid right off of it. These were not intended, these might have been in the clay section actually, and all of the craft stores have something like this in the clay section. So that's one tip. And then I've seen people use the fine line masking fluid, and this comes with different nib tips. This one is the 0.5. I know it also comes in a 0.7, and I picked this up at Dick Blick when we were on vacation. I've never seen it in like Michael's or AC Moore or Hobby Lobby. They might have it, but I've never seen it. But I know you can get it online. So I had first used it on this little swatch, and you can see how kind of undefined the edges are of all of these little hello words. And I figured out that is because this is watercolor paper. This is 140-pound watercolor paper. And when you watercolor over it, because the watercolor seeps into the paper, it kind of goes underneath the paper and makes the edges frayed, or it gives it this frayed look. And I really wanted a clean look, and when I had done this, I'm like, wow, this came out nice and clean. But this is Bristol paper, which the watercolor doesn't sink into nearly as much. So these 2 samples here, this is the fine line, and you know, I really like the way that that came out. You could make it thicker if you wanted to by just asking or adding more fluid, or by getting the bigger nib size. And then this one here, I had picked up this little bottle, which I thought would be great for being able to put this liquid into. And it works okay. Again, the problem is that with this fluid you have to mix it up, and with the fine line you don't. The suspension pretty much stays mixed. So I don't really recommend this. I think I would just keep this in this bottle. I also had issues with air bubbles in this, but it ended up working out fine. So yeah, I mean, as far as being able to draw and write letters, I definitely think that this would be my favorite. And then this works absolutely fine. And I actually think that this one is a little bit easier to get off the paper. So I guess they both have pluses and minuses, but that's what I've kind of figured out so far. I really like working with the masking fluid and watercoloring, and especially like this freehand image. And this again was done freehand without a nib, so you can see it's not quite as perfect, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, I'm fairly new to using these, but if anyone has any questions, just let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.